no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball
now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
On the tackle.
They'll run with Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
What we got? Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Olivier Vernon brings him down.
On the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Oh, boy. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
The tackle made.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up
this drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Second and 5 now. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Dak Prescott.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Elliott. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away.
4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
And 7 yards to go.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Jamie Gillandale, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on first and 10. Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
7, Browns nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Donovan Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmaker's on. Get the ball.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown,
Nick Chubb,
Cleveland.
78 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. It's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
A gain of 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
on second down. It's Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Myles Garrett. It's a gain of 3. Brings up
on third down. It's Prescott eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Seven, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a
good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 20-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
3rd down.
Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Mayfield. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That's good.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
A loss of a yard.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Second and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's go,
Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
Down and 9.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. That feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Donovan Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
On the tackle. A gain of 3. Brings up
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. Mayfield to throw it. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Rosa's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
On the throwaway.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He was brought down by Carl Joseph.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Chubb on the carry.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And there's a completion to Austin Hooper. What a big-time acquisition for this offense in Cleveland. Came from Atlanta as a 2-time Pro Bowler. Had nearly 800 yards in receptions and 6 touchdowns last year. And he spends a lot of time with his quarterback in order for them to get on the same page on every snap.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Prescott on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
Nick Chubb, the Browns.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's caught at the 10.
Bring it!
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jacob Phillips brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go to Elliott again. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2nd and 11.
This is Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now the seventh-year running back, it's Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Browns on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete.
I'm the best in the
and
game.
all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham,
Touchdown.
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Browns 24, Cowboys 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Browns first down.
They run again on first down, Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Rosas' kick is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 20.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Buying time to his left. He'll run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Good for a Cowboys.
First down, Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
6-yard line.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line where... And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the cat.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
Oh, yeah,
and he takes it
it
all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Cowboys 20.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got room. He's got daylight. The 30. 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Today's final.
So Cleveland able to come away.